My camera died, and usually I do my intros at the end, so now I can't film it on my camera, so I'm just doing it on my phone. So this is going to be a tutorial on how to do my contouring and highlighting. So this is what I do to have that natural, well, it's not really natural because you're using products, but this is more of like how to shape your face and your cheekbones and everything. So keep watching if you want to see it. I've moisturized my face already, and I have my foundation set. Let me just get it for you guys. So as you guys know, I only use the Marc Jacobs. This is my go-to foundation, and for this lighting makes me look so pale. Oh, I'm having trouble with my lighting, so bear with me. For underneath the foundation, I do put my moisturizer. This is the Splash Algenist Absolute Hydration Replenishing Gel Moisturizer. If you have combination skin like I do, I definitely recommend a gel moisturizer rather than the oil or the actual normal lotion moisturizer, because it is combination skin. So I'm going to be teaching you guys how to contour and highlight your face. First, I do my foundation. I set my foundation. Your foundation basically sets like a canvas on your face. Like it puts one shade on your face basically. So that helps a lot. Then I go in with a concealer, and let me see if you can zoom in. Ooh, it's creasing already. That's how you know I'm taking too long. I don't know if you can see, but my veins pop out and have a little bit of like puffiness and stuff because I've been crying and I'm going through something right now. So, you want to cover all of that up. Right now I'm using the new Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles, and when I don't have my Tarte Tape Shape concealer, I usually use this one. This is a drugstore one, so I definitely love this. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. There, just leave it like this. This lighting is not doing it for me, but my last video was too dark, so I hope this lighting works. So basically I do a little triangle here underneath my eyes, and here too, the bridge of my nose, and a little bit like on the forehead and my chin. So you're gonna look a little crazy. Then you just blend it out. This is a beauty blender. Well, it's like the knockoff version of a beauty blender, but this one honestly does the job, maybe even better. So this is just gonna brighten the under eye. Oh, and I forgot to say, with this one, make sure that you get like 1 or 2 shades lighter than your actual skin tone, because you don't want to have like a dark under eye. You're trying to lighten up the under eye, and that's exactly what you're gonna do, and cover the dark areas that you have. So I have a lot of veins that you can see here, and like I said before, I've been crying, so all of that wants to be covered up. I like to contour with cream. I know a lot of people like to contour with powder, but this is my theory, and I've tested it out a few times, and honestly cream is better like for pictures. It gives you more like a in-depth bronze rather than the powder. The powder is just going to be like a light bronze. If you guys watch my last video, I did use a powder, but it was more for a bronze, not really a contour. So when you're contouring, make sure you use creams. And people say that it's hard to blend, but honestly, Powder is harder to blend for me because if you have, let's say you put on foundation and it's still a little bit wet and you go in with that powder, it's gonna be so hard to blend that patch that just sticks to that wet patch. So honestly, go with the creams. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. And does this have a color? Medium Bisque GC975. So with this, I just do a little fishy face and get my cheekbone and get my other cheekbone. When I contour my nose, I make sure I look at where my eyebrow begins, follow that line, and then just go ahead and follow that line through. So this is the first one, and this will be the second one. And make sure it's straight. If it's not, you're gonna have a retarded nose. Wherever you put that little curve or that little line in the beginning is basically where your nose is gonna look like it's a little more lifted. So if you put it down here, it's gonna look like it's hanging. So what I like to do is put it in between, like right here, and round it out a little bit. And that's what I do for now. Now I'm grabbing this flat brush. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's basically like a rectangular brush. I use this for buffing out my contour. Oh, and another thing is when you're contouring, make sure you brush up, not down. I don't know how many times I see girls brushing down and I'm like, no! Because when you brush down, basically when you're contouring, you're trying to create that nice like bone structure, and when you're sucking in right here, this is where your cheekbone starts. So if you're going below that, your cheekbone does not start here, so you should not have anything down here. That's why I like to go up, 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 up. And with the excess that I have on the brush, I just brush it all over my forehead just to give it a little bit of color. But don't worry, we're gonna go ahead and do the forehead as well, because sometimes it doesn't really stick. The nose too. The nose, I gently move around. You look a little crazy right now. So I don't know if you can see, but you can see a little bit of the contour here. And then you're gonna do your face. So squeeze a little bit of this out again, and what I do is just do the area around your face. I don't want to do a line like that because then you're gonna contour a line like that. You kind of want to go with the shape of your face and blend out. You don't want to do it in the middle because again, you're trying to brighten the center of your face and create those nice shadows on the outside. So this will do that. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set everything in place. So right now I'm grabbing the this isn't Ardell. The original formula of Airspun, the loose powder. This is the best cheap setting powder ever. This, I believe it's like $5 to $4 at Walmart. So I highly recommend, and every single person I do their makeup, I use this. They're like, oh my gosh, that stuff smells so good. And it does. It smells like baby powder, but with like a little bit of like perfume. But yeah, I love using this. I use this on every single person that comes to my house to get their makeup done because this is translucent. Make sure you get the translucent one, because translucent means there's no color pigmentation in here, so you can use it with any skin tone. And I like this one because when I'm out doing pictures or photography or anything like that, it doesn't give you that flashback that I've seen in a lot of pictures of some of the people I follow on Instagram, and that's not cute. That's not cute for your pictures. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of that. I'm gonna use my Farah, I think that's the brand, Farah, F-A-R-A-H, but they're separated, large and angled contour brush. And as we know from past videos, I don't use brushes like for what they're made for, honestly. I have a small face, and whatever shape of the brush fits my face best, I will use it for that, not what it tells me to do. So this is a contouring brush, but I'm not going to contour with this. I'm actually going to set anywhere that I highlighted. So I'm going to zoom you guys in. Remember the triangle that we did in the beginning? We're going to set that on both sides. My mustache is sweating. And again, I'm not grabbing a lot. It's just whatever falls out a little bit. So you're gonna tap it like that and tap it so it falls out. So I did my under eyes, my mustache. Then we're gonna grab and do it under the cheekbone. And this also helps define that cheekbone again. I like to pinch it and just brush it. And you repeat the same process on the other side. Don't mind my lips, this is foundation. I'm not doing crack or anything. And then lastly, your forehead, which is probably, if you guys are like me, it's probably my shiniest. Well, actually my whole T-zone is oily, which is where I have the combination skin, and then the other parts are more dry, but that's pretty normal. Now we're gonna set the contouring portion of our face. So again, this is my go-to bronzer. This is the Hoola by Benefit, and as you guys can see, I've hit pan on this. It's the best. I need to go buy some. And this is a travel size, so the big one should last me a long time, because this one has lasted me, I think, like, I want to say like 5 months already, so that's a long time. So wherever we did the little contouring, I'm gonna set it now with my Hoola bronzer. As you guys can see, it's gonna intensify it more. Make sure you blend. Cameras are so tricky. Like, I feel like it looks more harsh on the camera than it does in person. Like, I have a mirror, I'm looking at the mirror right now, and it looks fine, but on camera it looks a little harsh. I'm just gonna go with the flow. I'm still playing around with my lighting, and it's hard. It's not easy. I don't know if it's because of my lighting. I just have the bulb. Sometimes I get lazy to put the little umbrella that goes with it, so I just turn the bulb on, and maybe that's a little too harsh, because I either look like Casper the Ghost or I look like an Oompa Loompa. Okay, now we're gonna go with the forehead. And the key to contouring basically is blending out, honestly. There's no big secret or anything like that. I'm just gonna switch to a smaller brush for my nose, because as you can see, this one's a little too big. Oh, I didn't mention the brush. So this is a Luxie 514 blush brush. The brush that I'm gonna use for my nose is the Royal and Langnickel Oh my god. You know what I just noticed? Wow. Guys, we're getting robbed in the makeup industry. This brand, this is the Zen Royal and Lenical Brush Z73CB. And if you watched my last video, this is my eyebrow brush that I bought at Michael's for $2. This brush is the same brand, Royal and Lenical. Wait, do they spell it the same? Yes, Lenical Precision Angled Brush. But this is a makeup brush, and this shit costs like $18. What the fuck? Maybe 10. But shit, they're ripping us off in the makeup industry. Like, literally, art brushes are cheaper and they do the exact same thing to our face, and they're selling them for a higher price. Oh hell no. Y'all, go to Michael's and get your makeup brushes. I'm shook. What the fuck? It's the same fucking brand. Wow. Anyway, back to our video. I'm gonna grab the Hoola bronzer again, but this time it's the Royal and Lenical Precision Angled Brush. And I like this because it's very small and it is angled, and as you can see, I already contour this. I already use it to contour. I'm just gonna go over whatever I contoured on my nose. Make sure you go in from the eyebrow. And I have not done my eyebrows yet. This is basically part one of the makeup tutorials I'm gonna do. So if you want to see that, go ahead and wait until next week. I'm trying to post one video a week. And that's basically how I contour with cream and just set it with powder. It just has your cheekbones more defined, and yeah, it's perfect. If you want your cheekbones, this is like an extra step. If you guys want your cheekbones to actually pop out even more than they already do, I would grab a blush. I'm just going in with the same one I used in the last video. This is Party by Tarte. And this is the e.l.f. Professional Bronzing Blush, which I don't bronze with. I use it for blush. And I just add blush to the apples of my cheeks. And let's see if you can see a difference. I just feel like when you add blush, it kind of hugs your cheekbone a little higher, like where the little curve is, where contour is just going to create the cheekbone at the bottom. Blush is going to hug it at the top. So this is like an option if you want to go that extra mile. So I'm just going to finish up the look, and I will see you guys in literally 2 seconds. So my camera ran out of space and I couldn't continue filming on it. So I'm gonna finish off the video here. Well, I'm actually gonna start and finish it off. I usually do my intros and outros at the end, so I'm just gonna do it now. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is what the contouring will look like. If you want to check out this makeup look that I did, definitely follow me on my social media because I will post pictures on there first, and then I will post it on YouTube. So this is my makeup tutorial that I'm gonna post. It should be up by now, so I will have it linked down below. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.